Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Okay, baby, here we go. Welcome to it, the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah. Heading into the weekend, had a big debate about to drink or not to drink on the podcast, and the verdict was not to drink.
Well, because you bitches don't want to do it.
I'm not drinking till Mardi Gras.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You got your bad blood test back.
I don't want to be bad all the time. Mm-hmm. I just got to give myself spurts of bad, I guess.
Okay.
Is that bad?
That would be, instead of that, be going from alcoholism to just binge drinking.
Okay.
To be, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't drank it all in the air yet in 2019.
I know.
We're doing good. 1 month in. It's
Wow.
February 1st.
Oh, yeah.
We made it a month.
It's a sober year so far. Wow. Craziness.
I would have beers, but I'm not drinking alone. I'm not doing that this year. 2018 was enough of that.
It is kind of sad.
Well, then now that I'm the only one having a good time. You guys are annoyed.
Oh, I'm having a good time.
When I say you guys, I mean the audience.
I hear you. I got my kid with me.
Oh, that too. It's hard to say party.
Yeah. You cannot have beers on bring your kid to work
Yeah.
day when your kid's here.
Hey, hold on. Hey, can you drive Dad home? I know you're 10. Shut up. Get behind the wheel. Had a little too much there. Yeah. Let's see. You're talking about knocking down the booze and buying things in bulk. We had that earlier. It seems like that's the thing. Everybody wants to buy ridiculous amounts of whatever it is they're trying to put in their pie hole. Mac and cheese and Parmesan cheese. You can also get pancake batter now. And apparently you can also buy a barrel of Jack Daniels at Costco.
Wow. Is that the real JD?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it was like, what was it?
How much is that?
Somebody was blinging the price tag earlier. I thought it was a couple grand.
I don't like Jack Daniels. Oh, I've had some. Ugh.
I don't care for it, but I got some friends that love it. That's an awesome gift. Imagine you roll up with that for somebody.
That's big balling. Yeah,
Oh.
that's like, okay.
That's massive balls. That's Jaybird balls.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's you roll that out when you've really screwed up. And you're like, dude, I'm sorry, man.
Here's some whiskey. Go make some bad mistakes now.
Yeah.
I don't like the way I act on whiskey. I just don't like it.
Neither do me and Kevin. I don't feel like I act either.
I think I'm best behaved on champagne.
Grant in the chat room is saying it's 8,500.
8,500.
That's just insane.
That's crazy, right?
Oh, who could afford that?
Yeah.
Rich people, dumb rich people.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
Do they make a mini one?
So anyway, there you go. Cleaning this up too. Word origins. That whole thing. Check on Snopes. That shit being an acronym for Ship High in Transit. Snopes says not true.
Really?
Yeah.
Then that the one you told us about?
That's the one, I'd heard. Apparently it got life on the internet. Damn the internet. February 2002. Yeah.
I always thought that was real.
We love that story.
I know. It's a great story, isn't it? Yeah.
Fuck them. We're just going to stick with it.
Okay. Well, it's apparently it comes from an Old English word, skite, S-C-I-T-T-E. It's of Proto-Germanic origin. I did see, as I was looking that up, though, that initially it didn't have vulgar connotations. You'd be able to say it, and people would be like, oh, okay, right. I just shit myself. And then no one would be like, thinking that you said anything bad. Oh, really? Yes, you did. Yes.
Why is people pooping themselves so funny?
Because you're not supposed to do it.
It's just great.
Yeah. I think that's
And
why
I've
it's
done
fun.
it, so I can say that.
When's the last time? How old were you?
Oh, the last time I shit myself, I was 42.
It's alarming.
Yeah. I told you the story. It was at the Four Seasons in Miami with my girlfriends on a girls' weekend. We were we tore
How
it
Sobe?
tore it up in Sobe. We did not. The hotel's not in Sobe. It's in downtown Miami. But we tore up Sobe on Saturday night. Went back to the hotel Saturday night. Continued to drink back at the hotel. Ate like this tremendously large meal. And then all passed out. And then the next day, I don't know. I was just sitting on the bed and giggling 1 minute and sharting the next.
Yeah, you.
Yes.
I think you got some. I think you have the IBS. I think you got IBS.
I don't think I do. I think I have alcohol-induced sour tummy.
Oh, God. All right. The term sour tummy is making my tummy flip. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat some of the seafood. Oh, Mama got sour tummy.
And I shit myself.
It sneak up on you.
I said it once, I'll say it again. That panda's a real lucky dude.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. So there you go. So setting that straight. That's where the word came from. It's a lot more fun to do the whole
Acronym
Yeah, I
thing.
like that better,
Yeah, me
'cause-
too.
otherwise it's just a word that's bounced around through German, Dutch, Danish. It's not nearly as
No,
fun.
I like ship high in transit. It's much more of a fun story.
Yeah. There you go.
Jaybird's licking all the frosting off his donut. But he's
He
eating
was,
it so
yeah.
I
gingerly.
got to try to, let me get these out of here.
And by get him out of here, you mean eat him?
I'm derailing this show. I got to stay away from donuts. Donuts, they make me fat in a day. I mean, if I could go on a donut bender tonight and I will weigh 200 pounds on Monday.
If you drink those 2 smoothies and eat those 2 donuts, you are going to feel sick.
Well, I was planning on drinking beer on the podcast. I was all excited, so I was making sure I didn't eat anything. And because, I mean, smoothies and beer together, not the best combo.
You're going
Right,
to giggle
that's
and
a lot,
shart.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll pull a Virginian. I don't want that.
Yeah.
But now we're not drinking, so now my other demons are coming out. I want sweets.
Some
something.
fix
Yeah, I-
has to be stroked.
I need to fix y'all. I can't just sit here and be normal.
Well, we had a raise your hand poll on the regular show today. I always like delving a little bit deeper into what is
Get in
behind
it.
the story.
Yes.
One that got our attention. Has it been more than 6 months since you had sex? Everybody on the show has had it in the last 6 months, minus moi. But that would include, as you would expect, married Denny's, Virginia.
Well, we're married. We're giving it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that on the reg.
Wait, say that again?
What the fuck you say, Denny's?
Get that on the reg.
There you go.
There you go.
But Jaybird is the one that has been getting the last 6 months. Somebody.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not giving y'all any details. I gave you the answer.
Well,
Don't give a shit if the audience is mad at me or you fuckers. I'm not giving details.
Kevin, obviously, I mean, we're not surprised, but you, I
Not-
mean,
it's not
you're
happening.
not a guy that sleeps around.
I'm not giving details.
So does this mean you have a girlfriend?
Denny's, my lawyer will talk for me.
He does not.
Wait, just shut the fuck up, Denny's. I just fired my lawyer.
You don't have a girlfriend?
Why do we, again, clearly I don't want to talk about it, so let's move on. You got the answer from me. You got my answer. And you want the answer?
How
Okay.
long has it been? When's the last time you had sex?
Can't remember.
It's been within the last 6 months.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
According to his honesty.
Oh, you remember.
Very well.
I'm not.
I see that gleam in your eye.
getting
You
nothing.
know exactly when, where, with whom, and the positions.
You're not getting anything out of me. I'm going on record right now. You're not. Drink a beer. Why don't you drink a beer?
I can't.
Okay, then I can't either. Then I can't give you what I need to give you.
You can
I can't-
talk without beer. You know that, right?
No, I don't. You taught me that.
We did the Have You Ever Had a One Night Stand? And several's had. Yeah, I mean, a lot of mine, you know, and what does characterize as a one night stand? You know, there was one girl that I'd known from high school, came to see me in college, we hooked up only one night. I guess, I don't know, that kind of maybe was. But there was, you know, I'd known her before that. There was another chick that I I'd met a waitress, and then I came back and hung out with her for a night and hooked up. And that was pretty much the last time we really talked. So I guess those would be one night stands, right?
Wow, Kev really getting
I
after
don't know.
it.
Yeah.
The one where you knew her before and you guys were like
We'd never
leading up to
That's not one night stand.
That's not a
No.
one night stand.
No, we had nothing to led up to. I knew her, but it was like
No.
That's it. If you knew her, it's not a one night stand.
Agreed.
Because
Yeah.
in her mind, she could have been leading up to that, and you're just oblivious, Kev.
Yeah, she came to the college town.
She
It
could have been
was-
trying to get on that pork for months.
know.
You don't know.
Oh, man.
And
Who
she
doesn't-
came to hang with her brother, and yeah, she.
Who don't want to get on that pork for months? Come on.
yeah.
I know one bird that liked to jump on it.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Who else had the one night stand?
I did.
And Denny's.
Get
What
that
happened there?
vacation poon, right?
Okay.
You never hooked up on
That's
vacations?
literally a one night
Yeah.
stand.
Well,
Never gonna see her again. Never saw her before.
for sure. Cayman Islands.
I say her, but it could have been him.
Yeah.
Cayman, huh?
Cayman Islands.
We were Cayman and coming. That's good. That's good.
Did you hook up with a local girl?
No, girl on vacation.
Okay.
So when you go to like any of those big resorts, it's like people come from all over. I think she was from like Delaware.
It's sexier if it's a local girl.
Yeah, the weird thing about the Caymans is it's so small that every single person that lives there knows each other because you can't escape anyone. They all live within a vicinity of each other, and they all work in
Wow.
the same exact square, with the exception of like the Turtle Factory and Hell. Those two other locations, it's pretty much all Grand Cayman.
Gotcha.
So it's funny how they all know each other, everybody. So it's more about all the people you meet there is all tourists, and it's predominantly tourists.
I almost took a radio job there.
Oh yeah, Caymans.
Yeah, when I was in Fresno, there was
Really?
there was a couple of
Cayman Kev.
yeah, what?
Cayman everywhere.
Yeah.
Cayman over here, Cayman over there.
I came in you. I came in you.
Could have some little Cayman babies running around.
I came in everybody. Yeah, it was. There were two chicks that worked at the Classic Rock Station, our cluster, when I was in Fresno, and I was there, and I'm in Fresno.
Yeah,
and I'm
you're
like,
just trying to get out.
I'm like, oh man, I probably need to get out of this town. But I didn't want to live in the cold. I've always known that for a while. And they're like going, yeah, we just got done. We worked in Caymans, this radio station. It was like a top 40 station that was there. We were there like 2 years. And I was like, oh, okay. And so they actually passed on my name to them, and they said, hey, we got a guy that's kind of interested in doing that. And they're like, hey, do you want to come down here and blah, blah, blah. And I kind of started talking to them. They said, somebody save me, because in one conversation I'd had, there was one other radio guy I knew, and he's like, yeah, I worked in the Caymans too. And he said, dude, once you get there, it's so hard to get out. He's like,
Really?
because, yeah, it's almost
Everyone's
like,
Cayman everywhere.
it's almost, yeah, we're like,
well, then you have 4 kids.
yeah, right.
Can't leave the kids.
Yeah. So apparently it's kind of like where radio people go to die. Like once you go in there, it's like, so I was like, do I want to call that my final stop? And I was 21. And I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah.
You had so much to give.
Had so much to give, Virginia. So, yeah.
It is nice out there, but yeah, it's pretty local and pretty small, so it would be tough, I think. Yeah, doing radio out there.
And is it just like it's not FCC? What is it controlled by?
Well, you have to become a citizen. It's a British colony, I believe. So you have to become some sort of British citizen to even work there. I looked at getting a work visa because I was going to rent out jet skis there. I went there and I was partying. I was like, this place is awesome. So I was gonna rent it. This one guy lived on the beach. He was the coolest dude at the time. Now I'm looking back, I'm like, I don't know if he's that cool, but back then he was living on the beach, and I was really impressed by it. But he rented out jet skis. That was all he did. He partied every night and rented out jet skis during the day.
Wow. Okay.
That was part of my aspirations. as a
Living the
kid.
dream.
Yeah, living the dream.
I'm going to be there on the 25th.
Yeah, you are. That's right.
Yeah. That's our first stop on the cruise.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they got a shipwreck there that you can check out on the glass bottom boat called the Oro Verte, which means green gold. It was where a giant pot vessel sank, and you can go check out the shipwreck. It's really cool.
Okay.
It's about like 100 feet down.
Any pot left?
No pot left.
I'm not
I
the first
searched.
person to ask that. Yeah, I was going to say.
He searched.
I looked. I was like, nah, all right.
Yeah, you say that like to the tour guy while he's on the glass bottom boat, and he just punches you in the face.
He's so
Any
over
pot
it.
left?
He's so over that joke.
What's that about? Have you ever eaten edible underwear?
Yeah.
I definitely have.
It's delicious.
So
Was somebody wearing it when you ate it? Or were you just
Yeah.
having a snack?
Is it business or pleasure?
I had it for breakfast.
me and Panda bought matching sets. Because they sold them at Sloan's, the ice cream store.
Okay.
You know how you have all those little like novelty gifts
Yeah,
you can
so you're
buy?
buying edible underwear with your children?
Me and Panda. This is before Rocco. We both bought like edible undies, and he ate mine and I ate his.
And it had that G-string.
I don't know if did the guy have the G-string?
I don't know if I want a chick chewing around my drawers.
Why is this one brown?
Yeah.
All the rest of these candies are pastel. This one's brown.
Is it like a fruit roll-up? Is that what it's kind of
So
made
some of them are fruit roll-up, but these were actually, remember those candy necklaces?
Yes.
So it was a giant like bikini made of those, or for a guy like a Speedo made of those.
All right.
Yeah, the taste wasn't that great. It was nothing special. It's more of the novelty.
It's the novelty,
It is.
yeah. And I think I gave it to him as a gift for Valentine's Day. You know, back when I was trying to still spice it up.
Now you're just kind of dialing it in.
So, Jaber, what was your...
Yeah, I've eaten the panties before.
Yes, tell us more.
It was just someone I was dating. She wore, the panties, and I ate them. Oh, I ate them.
Nice.
Backside first?
Did you go in for seconds?
Bert always goes in for seconds. I'm hungry, Denny.
And we'd asked, you ever been to a swingers event? Nobody really has to partake, but Denny's had to pick up a buddy and drop him off or something like that?
I had a buddy that bartended at a swingers club up in Port St. Lucie. I mean, we're talking, it's got to be 15, 20 years ago now. But
Really?
Yeah, he was a bartender up there.
What was that skank fest like?
He used to say it was insane. And he funny enough, I don't know. I don't know if he ever hooked up with anyone there, but he liked it because people would get incredibly intoxicated there, and then they'd all bang each other,
So were they hot or were they gross?
They were not.
It's like real sex in HBO.
They're
where
gross.
It's like your parents are fucking. You're like, I don't want to watch
So
this shit.
I'm sure on certain days they get some, people who go in there are adventurous, but I'd say your locals, the people that typically frequented it, were not necessarily your upper echelons of swingers,
It's just like, imagine all the people you see in the Port St. Lucie Walmart, and now it's a swingers club. I don't know if I'm down.
I love the good people over there at Port St. Lucie.
I do
would,
too,
I
but
would love to watch them.
A lot of them, I don't want to see you fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's what would suck. Back in high school, you come home from a party, you're all horny, like, oh, sweet, real sex is on HBO. Let's see what this is all about.
It's too real.
Can't wait to flog it. Why is there a 75-year-old guy eating out an 80-year-old woman?
I can't.
But
Nothing against the elderly. Send those emails to Kevin.
It's just not sexy.
yeah, and I guess they have policies on stuff, but he was saying, like, man, they had people that had to, like, wipe up loads and stuff.
They had the
Like,
load wiper.
They have to go back through and just make sure everything's cool. In fact, here, a funny story. I was picking him up from work. I'd pick him up sometimes, and we would go, get high and hang out.
And
But
you
like,
stuck to your car seat.
well,
Yeah, I was going to say,
Close.
I am putting down some Visqueen.
well, so
Dude, you got to ride in the trunk.
No, you have to. We're gonna hose
I'd
you
rent
down.
a truck, and you're right in the
so
back.
this is pretty gnarly. But so we're driving. It's dark because I picked him up at night. He had just finished his shift, and we were heading back to my apartment back in Stewart. And we were driving, and in the light, you know how like you're driving, and as you pass the lights, there's like light swings through the car, and you can see like just a little bit as you're going through dark areas and then light areas. It's like swooping through the car.
Yeah.
And I see something glistening on his shoulder,
What?
and I'm like, dude, get that off.
You're trying to wipe it off.
Oh, I felt it. I
Are
think
you
it was
sure
cum.
it was definitely cum?
It was definitely cum. It smelled like
How does
bleach
that
and
happen?
everything.
How does he just get a random load on his shoulder?
So what I think, what I think
Stay
is,
still, Kevin. Jay-Bird, show him.
What is he was just walking by wrong place, wrong time, and
Yeah, something tells
What is
me
it?
he got involved in
what
something.
is it? Is it like what you ever
Yeah.
seen those kids' water parks where the water comes
Yeah.
like the fountains
I'm
down
not
on
buying
Clematis?
this day. Oh no, it's an accident.
So
Some
the
guy-
swingers
on the
party
back
is
of-
like.
Your friend's not as innocent as he would have you believe.
I don't know. He was probably cleaning, reaching across something. All right, so
He totally blew a guy.
you guys ever watch porn bloopers?
Well, yeah.
All right.
Denny's.
So
What?
there's this great porn blooper of a guy who's about to finish, And he's making all the noises and everything and the faces, and the girl's like looking around, like, where did it go? And they're all looking around. And the camera guy pans over to the other camera guy, and he's wiping this giant load off his face. It like shot sideways all over this camera guy.
That's some trajectory.
So I think it's something like that. It was like the type of situation that was
Can
going
you
on.
imagine you're the camera guy?
I like how Denny's just defending his boy. He's like, no, guys, no wrongdoing.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean,
There's probably a
he was
rule.
just a victim of a random wayward load.
like a renegade cum
He was
shot.
like a drive-by.
You would think
You're
that
right.
there's a rule.
Oh my gosh.
The help can't. The people that work
Yeah.
can't do that.
I'd be wearing safety goggles, that's for sure.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Yeah, it was rough. So I touched some other dude's cum once. I was pretty bummed out about it.
Yeah, I'd be bummed out too.
I was pretty
And
bummed.
you don't know whose it is.
Well, no,
That's the
and
problem. Maybe not that you're thrilled.
I'm in my car. I'm like, oh, what do I wipe this on? I'm like, it's on my hand now.
You're right. You're like, I have to know where it's from. Because if it was Kevin that got it on mine, I'm like, or Denny's, I'm like, I know you guys.
At least
But
you know
if
the origin.
If it's someone from the
Jay immediately starts looking at it like a cat.
well, if it's someone like in the AM, we don't know them that well.
I agree.
I don't want their sperm on.
It is nice to know where it came from.
It is.
For some reason, it's comforting.
It is. It's more
Comforting. I love it.
It's very good.
Yeah, so that's that.
Okay.
Thank you, Denny's.
Yeah.
Very eye-opening.
You ask, and thou shalt receive.
I think Cannon is listening.
No.
Yeah, I heard he had earpods in earlier.
Oh my gosh, no. Denny's just went on a 5-minute load rant.
Yeah, that was the strict instructions from the wife. Make sure he is not around the After the Show
Oh my
podcast.
gosh. I would feel pretty lousy.
Oh yeah.
Well, talking about that, somebody sent us something funny yesterday. It was a meme that's out there. We were talking about the new AirPods you have that is kind of like it's got the white headphone in that just kind of like dangles down off of your ear.
But it's not long. It's like maybe like an inch and a half, and that's it.
Yeah, somebody took the photo of There's Something About Mary. Remember when he's in the bathroom taking one out of the chamber and he loses it and he
Yes.
opens the door and it's
Getting
hanging from his ear?
The baby batter out of the brain.
Somebody's like, does anybody else ever think of this when they see those?
Now
It
I
does.
will.
AirPods, it's like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That was good. I got to talk to Suits about getting busted checking out some chick's ass.
Oh,
She called him on it,
Suits.
too.
She did?
Yeah.
This is a pretty,
I mean,
it's
I
a pretty
think
good story.
Like a lot of dudes do it. I mean, I'm an ass guy. I'm a big fan of it. I mean, and anymore since the influx of them yoga pants all over the place.
He's claiming his innocence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's almost like we've got a court case here.
Yes, you're right.
Is it a mistaken identity?
We are the jury. We
Suits
will
is on
roll.
trial here today.
Yeah, I'm defending myself. I was not looking at this girl's ass. It kind of caught me off guard. I went shopping after the show yesterday to pick up a couple of things, and this woman comes
Where
up.
were
to,
you?
It was Walmart.
Walmart.
If
Okay.
things get weird, they do.
They do.
So
It's just different in there.
It's just different.
it's a different world.
You walk in and
She's
you're like,
right.
I don't know what could go down.
That should be above the door. Walmart. It's just different in here.
But it is, though. Something happens when you walk through those doors.
and the same thing doesn't happen at Target.
You're right. You are
It
right.
just doesn't.
I've never had those problems at Publix. I'm just saying. But I went to the one on 45th Street right here after the show, which is already even weirder than
Yeah, it's
most Walmarts.
It's real sketchy.
But this woman comes up to me and she's really annoyed and she's like, "Hey, were you just looking at my ass?" And for a second, I kind of was like deer in the headlights because I just didn't. I was like,
Yeah,
"Wait,
it's
what?"
startling.
Oh,
Yeah.
that threw you off for some reason?
Yeah, well, I'm just kind of like, "Wait, what's she saying?" I'm like, "No, I was not looking at your ass."
And were you?
No, I was not. I mean, but she wouldn't accept it. She like kind of got in my face and was like, "I know you were looking at my ass. Stop looking at my ass," and just stormed off.
Wow.
And I'm just sitting there like,
What?
I'm like, "What the hell
It's
is wrong with this
Walmart,
woman?"
dude.
It's
It is
Walmart.
Walmart. I'm telling you, the freaks come out.
Yeah, I mean,
Some
I'm
weird
like,
people in Walmart.
because I go in there a lot. I bitch about them, but it's so convenient. It's right down the street from where I live, so I'm always in there.
I know.
And if I'm in there 5 times a week, 3 out of the 5, some weird shit goes down.
It is the only place I can stop on my way to work to get like stuff for the show because the one by me is open 24 hours. But you just know, as soon as you cross the threshold into that Walmart, shit can go down.
It's true.
You got to keep your guard up.
But the thing is, though, after she accuses you, be honest, did you take a glance at her ass? Because you kind of have to. I mean, when
Why, she's storming
I mean,
away.
she's storming away because she took off walking in front of you, right? I mean, you got to be going, all right, at least I got, what am I getting accused of here?
I mean, To be honest with you, she wasn't really. I mean,
It wasn't something wasn't an ass
she was
you want to
in, like,
see.
Her 50s. It was really
Oh.
weird. It was.
In her
Suits, you're in your 20s. You would not be looking at grandma's butt.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I would pay money to have seen that goddamn though. Stop staring at my ass.
That's amazing.
She sounds unbalanced.
I don't know what was happening. She kind of had smoker voice too. It
That's-
just, I don't.
That's scary though. When someone stops you in the middle, like a stranger, and accuses you of something.
If we could do street stunts, that'd be a great one to do. Just, have a chick go out and keep turning around and everybody be like, stop staring at my ass, and just see how people respond to that. Because, what would you say?
Guess what? When you're out in public, people are going to look at you. And your ass is part of you. People are going to look at your ass.
Is a guy pervy for checking out a woman's ass?
You're only pervy if you make it crazy obvious or make noises or get gross about it. I think if you glance at somebody's butt, no harm, no foul.
I agree with Virginia.
I mean, come on.
You can't be.
What are we doing here?
You can't be an asshole. Go, I like what I see. Yeah, don't be like that. But I mean, people notice when you're attracted to something, you notice it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People are animals. We are human animals that like to get it on. And a lot of us are attracted to butts. And so you can't actually biologically help it. You're
Yeah.
going to look at people's butts.
I definitely wasn't looking at her butt. That's all.
But
I
yeah,
wanted
there
to
are
say.
some butts, you don't look at. I know.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy that she thinks that you're looking because hers isn't that great.
I mean,
You should have told her that. You should be like,
I'm not
do you really
confrontational."
think I am 20? How old are you, 22?
23.
I'm 23. Do you think I want to look at your old ass?
do you really see me being the person to turn around and be like, "There's nothing to
No.
look at"?
Yeah,
bitch?
Virginia always. Her advice is make the situation worse
100
by
times worse.
getting involved and angry and emotional and really just
Not bring a lot of people over. Maybe they'll call security. If you're lucky, the cops.
Gonna be on the whacked out news.
Yeah. Why would you
No,
want to even?
No, Suits is innocent. No, she doesn't get to talk to you like that.
I wasn't looking at her ass. I'm here to defend myself.
I
Believe
believe you.
All right, good. At least I got you guys on my side.
She's not in your demo. She is not in your area. You're not looking for that.
It would be tough too to prove how someone's looking at your. What if they're looking on the ground, or what if you're, what if they're looking at something else? Sometimes you can act like you think I'm looking at your boobs, right? I'm not looking at your boobs. I'm looking at your purse right now.
You know you want to look.
I don't.
Yeah, you're right. After you do see it, you're like, oh, I gotta take a look.
Yeah, she's probably unbalanced.
Yeah.
There's a
I
lot
think
of that
it's
in
safe to say.
Walmart. That's kind of the joy of Walmart.
Par for the course. But you can't beat that rollback.
You can't. They roll back the prices and you put up with
That's
it.
what gets people in
Yeah,
there.
it is.
Everyone knows it's the shittiest customer service ever. It's those fucking rollback prices. They got us.
Gotta say, what up to Amy? She sent an email. If you guys would like, on Saturday, come out to the West Palm Beach Brewery and Wine Vault from 12 to 6. My father-in-law is having a polka concert.
Aw,
That's fun.
Yeah.
polka is fun.
Actually, I think I went to this last year. I was down there. Unless they do it more frequently than once a year, I went down there, and they're doing like a polka thing. They had a street closed off. It was a beautiful sunny day. It was nice, and it was kind of a cool thing. Actually, it had really good attendance, too. Street was packed. I got this email. I don't think I had the audio, though. I didn't see it, unfortunately, but I got a nice little thing from Kayla Turnbow, Navy Office of Community Outreach in Millington, Tennessee. She had sent us some audio, giving a little shout-out to her Rams for the Super Bowl. She's from a sailor. She's a sailor who's from our area, protecting and defending America on the world's oceans. So I do appreciate you sending that in and giving you a shout-out for what you're doing for your team, too. And also a quick shout-out to a couple having an anniversary. My Hulk of a husband, happy 2 years. Love you mostest. Love, Maria.
Aww.
There you go.
Look at that. Oh, he is a big man.
Yeah.
That's a Hulk right there.
Hulk of a man.
Beard on point, too.
Hulk of a man. That's what we're talking about. So there you go. All right, so thank you very much for that. And your emails, mail at kvjshow.com. You can get those to us. All righty, we got a big old weekend coming up. Come get some smoothies with us tomorrow. Love to see y'all out there. I'm going to be at the Smoothie King, Boynton Beach Boulevard, just west of the 95, before Congress. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to noon. First 50 guests get one free smoothie a week for a year.
I mean, that's a great reason to go get in line. You better get there early, people, if you want to get it, because something tells me it's going to be a huge turnout.
I really like the vegan smoothie. I'm
They're
not even
good.
shitting you.
They're
It's-
delicious.
I've been sipping on it all podcast. It's very tasty.
Delicious.
Yeah.
When I get my shit together and I get off this pizza diet that I'm on,
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna get back healthy.
You can do some good stuff there. Then Sleep Number tomorrow. We're all going to be there on North Lake Boulevard from 2 to 4. So come on by. We're just going to be kind of chilling, hanging out.
We pre-gaming for that? No? All right.
I told you, I'm not drinking till
That's
Mardi
right.
Gras.
Healthy ass. That's right.
I know, it's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed. I wanted
All
to put vodka in my Smoothie King.
Well, y'all enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.